Clair girls soccer team celebrates two very special events: Senior Recognition Night and Soccer Breast Cancer Awareness Night. Soccer players, coaches, parents, and families of Upper St. Clair and South Park players, students, and guests who have joined us this evening, please direct your attention to the field level. First, we would like to welcome this evening the following administration and athletic department personnel who are here: Dr. Michael Galani, our Upper St. Clair High School principal; Mr. Matt Mellinger, Upper St. Clair athletic director; Mr. Matt Martacci, Upper St. Clair assistant athletic director; Mr. Joe Graceffo, Upper St. Clair head trainer and assistant athletic director; and Mr. John Sears, Upper St. Clair assistant trainer. Tonight is Senior Recognition Night. The senior class at Upper St. Clair High School is made up of 369 students. Tonight we honor and celebrate 14 of its finest and 14 of our favorites. We have collectively watched these women grow from youth players in our recreation league to the confident, accomplished, and strong women that they have become, both on and off the field. Our pride is overflowing. We look forward to honoring them tonight and sharing our pride with you. Prior to paying tribute to our own seniors, we wish to begin our festivities by taking a few moments to recognize the senior class members of the South Park High School girls soccer team who will be our competition this evening. South Park seniors, as your name is called, please step forward onto the field. Kayla Briggs. Kayla is supported by her parents Tom and Nikki Briggs. Sarah Cassidy. Sarah is supported by her parents Greg and Sandra Cassidy. Christy Chiesa. Christy is supported by her parents Jack and Jan Chiesa. Christy has committed to attend Central Michigan University next fall. Mary Catherine D'Amico. Mary Catherine is supported by her parents Joe and Billy Joe D'Amico. Hannah Judkins. Hannah is supported by her parents Ron and Lisa Judkins. Shannon Leghart. Shannon is supported by her parents Jerry and Jeannie Leghart. Shannon has committed to attend Youngstown State next fall. And finally, Carly Zandier. Carly is supported by her parents Dawn and Kim Zandier. Please join us in a round of applause as we offer our congratulations to these South Park seniors. You will notice this evening the presence of many people, including our players, who are wearing pink. This color has become universal as a symbol of breast cancer awareness. Our players wear pink tonight as a tribute to their mothers, their grandmothers, their aunts, their sisters, and all women who battle this disease. May strong fundraising and research continue so that one day the world can be free of cancer. On a rainy Wednesday last week, we honored the youth of this community who play recreation soccer. Upper St. Clair's youth soccer program is sponsored and managed by the Upper St. Clair Athletic Association. On behalf of the entire high school girls soccer team, we extend our thanks to a long list of coaches, league directors, and other volunteers who shared their time and skills and can lay claim to at least a portion of the credit for developing our girls into the players they have become today. Let us now celebrate the soccer careers and achievements of a very special group of young women. We've been calling them the Fab 14. This is pretty self-explanatory, as they are indeed fabulous, and yes, there are 14 of them. During their careers at Upper St. Clair, these players have made their own unique contributions to a girls' soccer team that has a proud history of being a dominant presence in Western Pennsylvania high school soccer. These 14 seniors are a group of young women who have consistently demonstrated success with regard to their academic and athletic accomplishments on and off the field. We have enjoyed their leadership, work ethic, and enthusiastic spirit. And now I will proudly introduce the Fab 14 starting lineup. At defense, number 29, Addie Brown. Addie is escorted by her parents, Lynn and Knox Brown. Addie is in the National Honor Society, German Club, Kids Helping Kids, and she tutors at Fort Couch. She's on the highest honor roll and dean's list and has a run of the Pittsburgh Half Marathon for the past 2 years. Addie has been accepted to Pitt for their 6-year Doctor of Pharmacy program. Congratulations to Addie and the Brown family. At midfield, number 22, Abby DeUlius. Abby joins proud parents Ann and Jamie DeUlius. Abby participates in many school activities, including the Make-A-Wish Club as president, yearbook editor, Athletes Taking Action, junior mentor, National Honor Society, Fort Couch tutor, and the Yoga Club. She's on the highest honor roll, Dean's List, and is a former Student of the Year nominee. Abby is a 3-year varsity soccer player, won the Iron Woman Award for 2 years, along with Quill and Scroll and perfect attendance. Congratulations to Abby and the DeUlius family. At defense, number 17, Colby Foster. Colby's biggest fans, parents Todd and Krista Foster, proudly escort her tonight. Colby is active in Kids Helping Kids, the Interact Club, Yearbook, and the Ski Club. She is on the highest honor roll, a member of the National Honor Society, and is a 3-year varsity letter recipient for soccer. Best of luck to Colby and the Foster family. At midfield, number 8, Megan Heineman. Megan joins her fan club leaders, Marion and Bill Heineman. Megan keeps busy with soccer as well as National Honor Society, Ski Club, Athletes Taking Action, Student Council, and Junior Mentor, just to name a few. She is on the highest honor roll and has been on the varsity soccer team for 4 years, serving as a captain for the last 2. Congratulations to Megan and the Heineman family. At forward, number 2, Jackie Pyan. Jackie's proud parents, Diane and John Pyan, escort her. Active in school, Jackie is part of Athletes Taking Action, serves as the Dairies for Charity co-president, participates in recreation basketball, and serves on the yearbook staff. Jackie is on the highest honor roll, is a 2-year varsity soccer letter winner, and has written an article for the USC Today magazine. Congratulations to Jackie and the Pyan family. At defense, number 15, Val Repeshak. Val is escorted by her parents, Mary and Dan Repeshak. Val takes part in Dairies for Charities, serving as president, is involved with Athletes Taking Action, and serves as a junior mentor. She is on the highest honor roll and is a member of the National Honor Society. Her soccer skills earned her the Most Improved Player Award as chosen by her teammates during her sophomore year. Best wishes to Val and the Repeshak family. At defense, number 14, Kelsey Rogers. Kelsey's proud parents, Louise and Bill Rogers, join her this evening. Kelsey is active with Kids Helping Kids, Big Brother, Big Sisters, Invisible Children, Make-A-Wish, National Honor Society, Double Play, and Recreation Basketball. She is a former Student of the Year nominee. She is on the high honor roll and has been a 2-year varsity soccer letter winner. Congratulations to Kelsey and the Rogers family this evening. At defense, number 21, Abby Schuster. Abby is joined by her mom, Tracy. Abby, too, balances soccer and school activities, which include Athletes Taking Action, National Honor Society, and also serving as a junior mentor. Abby is on the high honor roll and was voted last year's Defensive Most Valuable Player. Congratulations to Abby and the Schuster family. At forward, number 23, Megan Veglia. Megan's parents, Lisa and Jim Veglia, are by her side. In addition to soccer, Megan also participates in winter and spring track, Athletes Taking Action, and Make-A-Wish. She also is on the high honor roll and has earned the Tri-Athlete Award for 3 years and varsity letters in soccer, winter, and spring track. Congratulations to Megan and the Veglia family. At defense, number 7, Kristen Volchak. Kristen has the support of her parents, Kathy and Vic Volchak. Kristen is an accomplished dancer who has been on the high school dance team for 2 years. She is very proud of the team's 17th place finish at Nationals. Kristen is on the High Honor Roll. She is a member of the National Honor Society and a 4-year varsity soccer letter winner. Congratulations to Kristen and the Volchak family for this evening. At goalkeeper, number 19, Tal Waltzlaff. Tal joins her parents, Valerie and George Waltzlaff. Tal participates in various school activities, which include Invisible Children, Athletes Taking Action, Junior Classical League, Latin Club, and the National Honor Society. Tal is on the highest honor roll and has been a WPIAL qualifier in track and field, competing in the javelin. Tal will be attending the University of Iowa to pursue a degree in biomedical engineering next year. Congratulations to Tal and the Waltzlaff family. At midfield, number 12, Hannah Wilhelm. Hannah is the daughter of Sue and Dan Wilhelm. Hannah is an executive officer and student council, anchors the morning announcements, and is part of LINK and Kids Helping Kids. Hannah is a member of National Honor Society. She is on the High Honor Roll, has 4 varsity soccer letters, and is a 2-year team captain. Hannah earned all section honors last year. Recently, Hannah was selected as homecoming queen for the class of 2012. Congratulations to Hannah and the Wilhelm family. At midfield, number 3, Katie Weissman. Katie is joined by her parents, Ann and Lou Weissman. Katie's school activities include student council, Athletes Taking Action, ski club, junior mentors, and girls recreation basketball. Katie is a member of National Honor Society and is on the highest honor roll, enjoyed a Dean's Breakfast as a Student of the Month, and is a 4-year varsity soccer player. Katie is a 2011 team captain. Katie has also won the Unsung Hero Award the past 2 years. Congratulations to the Weissmans and to Katie. Last but definitely not least, at midfield, number 4, Hannah Zangara. Hannah's parents, Colleen and Lou Zangara, proudly join her this evening. Hannah is a member of National Honor Society, Athletes Taking Action, and the Invisible Children. She is on the highest honor roll and a team captain this year. Hannah has been a Rookie of the Year as a freshman, leading scorer for 2 years, and an unsung hero and most valuable player, as well as having been selected to the all-section team last season. Congratulations to Hannah and the Zangara family. The Fab 14 are led by head coach David Gray. These players have been outstanding contributors to the Upper St. Clair soccer legacy and to the Upper St. Clair community. A special thanks to Coach Gray for his commitment, dedication, coaching skills, and his game plan for our Fab 14. This is our lineup for 14 outstanding seniors who stand before you with their most enthusiastic and devoted supporters, their parents. Our gratitude is extended to the parents, families, teammates, coaches, and fellow classmates of the Fab 14 for their support of the Upper St. Clair girls soccer program. Thank you, seniors, for your talents, numerous contributions, and leadership on and off the field. We salute you and wish you the very best in your future. Ladies and gentlemen, please offer a round of applause to this very special group of young women, the girls soccer seniors of the Upper St. Clair High School class of 2012.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Upper St. Clair High School Stadium, where tonight the Upper St. Clair Panthers play the South Park Eagles It's senior rec night. We just had some really nice affair to honor our 14 seniors on the team tonight. I'm joined by Dan Wilhelm. Dan?
Hello, George, and welcome to our audience viewing at home. Just as the Star-Spangled Banner ended, the rains began.
Yep, just on cue.
It's been a great year for our Lady Panthers. They come into this game 14-2. They're section winners for the first time since 2004-2005. Great year for the Lady Panthers, George.
And hopefully far from over. We just got the bracket for the playoffs, and the Panthers play on Saturday at 3 o'clock here at Upper St. Clair High School Stadium. They play Oakland Catholic. So that will be a good first game for them.
This is the second year that the Panthers have been part of Section 5, a move that we didn't know really what was going to be made of it. And Moon, who had been the dominant player in Section 5, won it last year. But in the second year inside of the section, the Lady Panthers rule the section. So great year for our squad overall. I see Coach is starting pretty much an all-senior team except for goal, right, George?
That appears to be. Yeah, I think some of the girls had a nice gesture that had started all year, gave up their starting positions so that some of the other girls could get in there and start. So I thought that was really nice.
The depth of the Lady Panthers has really been obvious all year. We've seen some great play from a lot of these girls. Number 12, Hannah Wilhelm, the captain, getting the ball over to Addie Brown. Found out that Addie Brown is heading to University of Pittsburgh for the 6-year pharmacy degree.
I heard that as well. Yeah,
congratulations.
Let's set the lineup real quick here. It looks like in the back we have Kelsey Rogers, Kristen Walzak, Val Repicek touching the ball there, and Addie Brown, all seniors at midfield. And it's hard for me to recognize them with their pink uniforms they're wearing tonight for Breast Cancer Awareness Night. But it looks like we have Colby Foster, Hannah Wilhelm, Hannah Zangara. Oh, no, they're not.
No, Hannah Zangara, not yet.
Okay.
I see Abby Schuster back in there, who's been hobbled by an injury the last couple of games.
Looks like she's playing a holding mid.
And then up front, Megan Veglia there going towards the ball. You also see Jackie Payan, who had a nice season, a couple of scores, one against Trinity, I recall, very nice season. And of course, Captain Katie Weissman, number 3 in the midfield, anchor in the midfield. Addie Brown with the throw-in.
Megan Veglia taken to the corner, gets a shot, but it's going to be a little bit wide. It'll be a South Park goal kick.
If I'm not mistaken, South Park comes into this game undefeated. They've been tied up. They've been tied, but I don't think that they've lost a game, George.
I think you're right. Early in the season, they tied Peters Township, who was #1 team in Class AAA this year, ranked. South Park was #2 team, ranked in AA.
South Park has ruled the roost in AA for quite a few years, and then Mars was moved down from AAA, something you don't find very often, but it's given the South Park Eagles run for their money the last few years. Yep. Abby Schuster on the ball. And Colby Foster doing some defense there.
Oh.
South Park with the position here.
Shot on goal. Jocelyn punches it out. Good play by Jocelyn. Addie Brown
getting the ball out.
Katie Weissman coming over to give some pressure. South Park plays it wide. Their defender comes up. She serves it in the middle. Kelsey Roger with a nice defensive header. Megan Veglia after the ball.
Battling for the ball. Let's see if the Panthers can't set it up here, George. Hannah Wilhelm
going on a nice run. Couldn't quite get it through. Good defensive play by South Park. Addie Brown.
There with number 5 for South Park, Christy Chiesa is their star. She is D1 bound, Central Michigan, played her ball at Century and also at Beadling this year. But great gal, nice player for South Park. You can't miss her at home on TV. She's got those neon yellow shoes on in the middle.
all these Upper St. Clair seniors know a lot of these South Park girls playing cup soccer with them, as well as playing travel against them. I know Christy's dad, Jack Chiesa, was always one of their coaches, and we had some great battles when they were 10, 11, 12 years old. South Park always has an excellent soccer program, as does St. Clair.
Big win for St. Clair this season against Moon here at home. It might have been the last game that we telecast from here. It was a historic win for St. Clair. Also a week when the boys soccer program won its section.
Yep.
So we've got dual winners for the first time since 2004-2005.
It was a convincing win, 4-1 against Moon to win section. So that was certainly the way to do it, to avenge our only loss in section to Moon earlier in the year.
Since we last saw the viewers, the girls went down to Peters Township to play against the #1 seed in the Whitfield tournament in a non-section game. The game ended in a tie in regulation, and the stands and the announcer said, "Everybody go home," and the next thing you know, we went into overtime, and the first overtime came and went, and it was still 1-1. And then what happened in that second overtime, George?
A long direct kick from, it was a windy night, from over 40 yards out, and they scored with less than 2 minutes to go, and that was the end of the game.
Yeah, Peters won the battle. They brought their A game. I think St. Clair brought their B game. They weren't, I think, as focused as the Indians were, but it just goes to show you how much parity there is in Whitfield this year. Hannah Wilhelm with the ball, trying to feed it in.
Couldn't quite get it through. Kelsey Rogers comes up. Yeah, I thought Peters definitely outplayed us the first half. I thought the second half was pretty even. And then the first overtime and second overtime, we had some really good opportunities to score.
One off the crossbar, remember that?
Yeah.
And Hannah kicked it right to the goalie one time, so that didn't quite do the trick for the Lady Panthers. But again, very nice performance against our rivals to the south.
Yeah. It was an interesting soccer game because it was two different styles. Peters, has a big, fast girls like Olivia Robertson and Veronica Latsko, and they play a much more direct game than the Panthers do, who, have smaller, skilled, quick players that like to control the ball and look for the pass rather than just bang the ball down the field. But no doubt about it, both teams have a lot of talent.
Skill and speed are really a hallmark of this team this year, and balance too, isn't it, George?
Yeah, there's really no weak part of the team,
The defense has been stalwart all season long. Really nice to watch.
Yep. And playing with the extra midfielders, I think we've controlled midfield most of the year against most of the teams.
Katie Weissman with the ball. Val Repacek coming up from her defensive position, getting it to Jackie Payan over there on the far side of the field on a rainy Wednesday evening in dear old Upper St. Clair. Big kick by Colby Foster to Hannah Wilhelm.
She lays it back to Addie Brown, back up to Hannah Wilhelm.
Got a call from the ref on that, George.
Yeah. A little bit of contact there, not too much, but we're far enough from goal. I don't think we have to worry about this one. Well, the rain comes down harder now. I think I'm going to get the umbrellas out.
Last night was the big pasta dinner for the seniors, and it was a beautiful night. The girls were outside enjoying their dinners underneath the starlight. They've been talking about rain for 2 days, and we were able to avoid it in the opening ceremonies when the 14 seniors and their parents paraded down the middle of the field to honor this great senior class that you see out there on the field here tonight.
And not only are they accomplished soccer players, but very accomplished in the classroom as well. If you would listen to their accolades as Ed Callahan read them, almost all on high honor roll, National Honor Societies, all the volunteer work that they do. They're a really good group of girls that are going to be successful not only in soccer but in life.
Here comes the rain in torrents now. We are about 10 minutes into the game. No thunder, no lightning. So I think that the game is going to play on despite the conditions. Yeah. Here's Christy Chiesa, the South Park star. Playing toe-to-toe with Addie Brown.
Addie Brown.
Katie Weissman gets the ball out to Hannah Wilhelm.
Nice ball handed down the side. Megan Veglia running for it. Good play by the defender to get it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper plays it out to the middle of the field.
Coach Dave Gray and his staff did a great job this year with the girls, starting all the way back to the beginning of the season with some very strong training. It has been a relatively free, knock on wood, injury-free year for the Panthers. Had a couple of concussions, and of course Ellie Blake, who had made varsity, was out for the season. But all in all, George, it's been
much better than years past, that's
much
for sure.
better year. Thank you to Coach Wagner and all the coaches for having our girls show up in great shape. Throw in by South Park. Val Repacek with the header over there in the corner. Megan Veglia there on the far side.
It's a little bit different call in the game from over here, Dan. Seemed to be further away than over on the rooftop over there. Harder to pick up the players. Megan Veglia putting some pressure on. South Park reverses the field.
One of the things we wanted to do as part of Senior Recognition Night was to bring in some special guests. So during the course of the telecast, we're going to have some folks who are close to the team come in and tell a few stories. And the first one is someone who is very near and dear to the heart of the girls. She's grown up with them. She's coached them throughout the years. This was her first year not on the sideline for the Lady Panthers, and that's Coach Lee Lyons. George, I'm going to have you talk to Lee.
Thank you, Dan. Welcome, Lee. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So in your tenure as coach here, these 14 seniors, it's quite a large class. I think it was probably one of the largest senior classes we've had since I can remember. I don't know if you can remember any senior class that's been bigger than this.
No, I was just talking about this earlier with a couple parents. Even when I was in high school, I think the largest we had was 8 or 10 kids. Mm-hmm. So to have 14 girls, that not only that quantity, but the quality of the type of players and just the type of kids that these kids are, it's just really, it speaks a lot to the township, the program, and the families that we have here in Upper St. Clair. So I'm really happy for all these kids. Yeah,
you'll often have a freshman class of 14 or more, but then by attrition you kind of lose those as they go through the years. But these girls have stuck with it, and we've only lost, I think, 1 or 2 from that freshman class 4 years ago. Yeah, and I think a big thing about that is that these girls care about the team more than they really care about themselves. So, you know, they're not all caught up in, you know, who scores the most goals or who gets the honors at the end of the year. It's just about playing soccer, which they obviously love because they've played their whole life, but also playing for each other, which I think that's, you know, something that you obviously can't coach that, you can't really teach that, and I think that's a huge part of the success that they've been having this year. Yeah, they've been very unselfish this year, sometimes to a fault where they'd have a wide open shot and they'd pass it over to another player, and then they'd pass it to another player. It's like, okay, now someone has to put it in the net. All the parents are screaming, but yeah, but you know, it's better to have that than have the alternative for sure. Yeah, I mean, and it just goes, you know, for the scoring this year, you know, you have 4 or 5 girls that all have, you know, 8 or more goals. So it's really been spread out, where a lot of you'll look in the Post-Gazette and you'll see, you know, this girl has 4 goals this game and 3 goals the next game. It's always the same girl. Right. And it also goes, you know, I mean, but I think the competition that the Panthers play year in, year out, is at a pretty high level. We're not beating teams 13, 15, nothing like you'll see in some other sections where they have some really, really weak teams.
Yeah, that's always hard to see, just because you don't really, you can't really quantify the type of player someone is just by how many goals they have. Or
not at all.
If a team's beating a team 8-0, well, you have to look at who they have in their section. And St. Clair always has, one of the toughest sections, and we're always playing out of section games like Mount Lebanon and Peters. So I think these girls have done really well for themselves this year.
Yeah.
They're definitely controlling the ball well tonight, though, for sure. Just got to try to break through that back line and get the first goal rolling here.
Here's Katie Weissman over to Colby Foster. She serves one in. Megan Vegley running for it. Oh, just goes out. It's going to be a goal kick.
That probably would have been a perfect ball, too, if it wasn't pouring down rain. Would have landed a little softer.
A couple of the normal starters decided to sit out tonight to let some people that didn't typically start, and that just kind of goes back to show what type of a selfless team they really are. That they've started all year and they've earned that starting position, but they said, since you didn't play in senior night, we could get more seniors in if we sat on the bench the first few minutes. So
yeah, that's just amazing. I mean, first of all, the fact that they can have all seniors out there to start the game, to have 11, that's just amazing. But you're right, for those girls to make that decision on their own, just because they love their teammates and they want them to, have at least a couple good nights where they get to feel what it feels like to be a starter at Upper St. Clair, that's a great feeling, and that definitely speaks to their character.
Oh, no call there. As the rain comes down harder.
Megan
Vegley almost. Sierra Davis, the South Park keeper, came out. It's really coming down now. I think the listeners at home can hear the rain pelting off our umbrellas. I know I can in my earphones. There's Kristen Walzak going back to play it out of bounds.
I'm not sure how these girls would even hear a whistle at this point with how hard the rain is.
It's a shot from long range. Never a bad idea on a night like tonight with a slippery ball. Anything can happen.
Not at all. We need to start taking some of those shots ourselves, actually.
And they've been a little better this year at doing that.
Yep.
Oh, there's a whistle. The St. Clair kick around the 36-yard line.
Good flick by Hannah there, trying to get Megan running through, but...
Have you had a chance to watch many other games this year that either St. Clair or any other soccer teams have played?
No other teams besides St. Clair. I came to the Upper St. Clair Kennemack game where they won in overtime, which was a great win for them, and I think that
was a great win. Yeah.
That just shows the maturity of this team. Also, in years past, they might have been in that situation, and it might have ended in a loss or just ended in a tie. But the maturity of these girls this year, they're able to keep pushing and get the win like they needed to.
The Moon game was a really good game where they went down early, 1-0, and they just would not be denied, and they ended up winning 4-1. So, and I know in years past too, you get down on a team gets you down, and you start to press and start to not play your game, and they just stuck with their game, and they showed that they were the better team that night for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a good sign, especially with these playoffs coming up here on Saturday. I think it gives them a lot of confidence going into it, knowing they've done some stuff they haven't really done in the past yet.
The only bad thing that I saw was that we have the potential in the second round to play our nemesis Norwin.
Oh yeah.
Who has beaten us
Norwin's been some trouble,
the last 3 years. Yeah.
You know what though? I know when I was in high school, a couple times we had some big teams like Hampton and Lebo in the second round, and if you can get through those teams, the confidence that you gain from winning that, it's almost like you just ride that emotional high and keep going. So
I hope that'll be the case again.
Plus, maybe we'll get some revenge on those Norwin Knights.
Yeah. But then if we beat Norwin, we could be in line to play Lebo. And then if it beat Lebo, probably in line to play Peters. So you got to get through. You got to play the best teams to win. That's for sure. It's not something that's easily done. You know, I give Peters a lot of credit last year for winning WPIAL and states. Amazing, amazing to be able to do that.
Yeah, a team from Western Pennsylvania hasn't won states for as long as I can remember. So that was good just for the area as well.
Yeah, you got those Eastern Pennsylvania teams that are always have all kind of talent out there.
Yeah, they do.
I think we have. Did we make any changes yet? Do we have all our starters still in there?
Looks like it.
I think so. That's Hannah Zangara. She didn't start, so.
Actually, yeah, Megan's actually up front now, which is not her normal position. But it's kind of nice to see her. Just, you know, she's used to starting and being a big part of this team, so it's nice to see that they're in different positions to make sure that other girls are more comfortable with where they're at. And all these girls can play any position, which is also a huge plus for your team. So it's definitely not a downfall.
Hopefully when you develop them, you're developing soccer players and not forwards and midfielders and backs. You're helping players. There's Hannah Wilhelm trying to put some pressure on, coming from behind. Kristen Walzak serves it out. Okay, Carly Bogan's up top now. Katie Weissman plays it in. Goalkeeper comes out and makes the save. I think I still see Colby Foster and Addie Brown still in there. Megan Hyman gets her foot on it. Hannah Zangara. Hannah Wilhelm. Back to Hannah Zangara.
You can see some more space starting to develop on the field. St. Clair's really working those outside sidelines to create space for the rest of the players, which is good to see.
Most of the time this year, I think they played Carly Bogan as kind of a target player, you know, with her back to the goal and look for her to distribute. We've certainly been more prolific scoring this year than we have been in years past.
Right. I think it's just the maturity of these girls. Plus, Carly's a brilliant forward, but something that people might not know is that she's probably even a better distributor in making those plays happen. With her good foot skills, she can juke a player, make space, and then that just creates so much more for her teammates to work off of.
Right.
I'm sure all these girls love playing together because they all just work off each other so well.
And she's done that many times this year.
Hopefully they keep this going.
Nice to win our last game. It's really meaningless as far as the playoffs are concerned, but
right.
South Park always plays us tough every year.
Yeah, they're a great program. I think this is a great game to have at the end of the year because regardless of what happens, like you said, you're still playing a really quality team.
Yep.
So you're not lowering your level of play right before playoffs, which you definitely don't want to do.
Well, there it started again. Hey, Lee, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It was really a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can stop by in the future. I don't think I'll be doing this anymore, but whoever's doing it, I might stop by for a game or two.
Hey, you never know.
I'm sure you'd always be welcome.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, George, it was great to see Coach Lee Lyons on the sidelines. There's been a lot of well-wishers coming forth to support the Lady Lions boosters and team members from years gone by. I know we saw Rob and Beth Wagner out here at the game for the Moon Section Championship game. I got a nice email from Buddy Bailing, who was a coach, assistant coach on the team back in the mid-aughts. His daughter Chelsea played here for St. Clair and then went on to play for Duquesne. And Jeff Joyce and his wife Barb Cash Joyce son-in-law there. Congratulations to the team. Jeff's daughter played here for the girls in mid-aughts, and he of course is the great St. Clairian, a member of the Hall of Fame. The Rains are kicking up. It is 0-0 here in the final regular season game, non-section, for the Panthers at Upper St. Clair High School on October the 19th, a very rainy night, senior recognition night.
Addie Brown makes a nice play to get the ball to the outside.
Addie with the header.
Abby Julius now in there. We have another special guest with us. We're going to be joined by my daughter, Natalia Watzlaff, who had a concussion last year and wasn't able to play this year, but has stuck with this team and helped manage them and helped the JV as well. So, Natalia, I'll give the headset to you.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's really quite an honor to be able to talk to Natalia. She has been a heart and soul of this Panther team this year. Tal, welcome to Senior Recognition Night.
Thanks, Mr. Wilhelm. It's great to be here on this lovely rainy evening.
You've played with quite a few of these girls over the years. When did you start playing soccer, Natalia?
As long as I can remember. I think it was like 2 or 3 actually in the YMCA with those little felt balls with the bright yellow neon. And everybody would kick it in the corner and we'd all run in the corner, but at that point you couldn't cross the halfway line without getting in trouble. So.
Well, part of being a St. Clair Lady Panther begins at an early age, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, a lot of these girls have played cup together for years and years. I mean, even before that, it started with rec and travel leagues, and St. Clair does a really great job of developing the players at an early age, which helps us here, as we can see.
Val Repchek with the out, trying to get it down to Carly Bogan. You probably are picking up some of the ambient sound from the storm that is enveloping us here at Upper St. Clair Stadium. Tal, did you get the opportunity to, over the years, play different positions? What positions did you play?
I've played every single position. I started out as a goalkeeper at an early age. I think not really by choice. I think my dad always just put me there. And then when I broke my arm, I moved up to forward, outside, mid, center back. I've been all over the place.
You even went to some training camps to be a goalie, didn't you?
I did. Dave recommended this one goalkeeper soccer plus camp. It's run by the guy Tony DeChico. He was a big guy in women's U.S. soccer, and it was really a great program. I learned a lot, and oh, sorry, it's a little loud here.
Yeah.
But I really learned a lot, and that helped me grow a lot as a player. I know Dave said he wants to send all his goalkeepers there, like Jocelyn and Sarah McMurray.
Well, we're getting blown away here, and it's not just the Natalia's story. She's it's the storm of brewing, but hopefully there's a bigger storm of brewing with our Lady Panthers in these playoffs. How about that, Tal?
I'm so excited. I mean, we have a big game. I'm really happy it's at home this Saturday. I hope everyone comes out against Oakland Catholic. That game's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so hopefully there's better weather than we're having right now.
Yeah, I think this is the front coming through, and no thunder, no lightning, so they're going to play on. There's some Hardy fans here that are experiencing a big night, senior recognition night, brought out a big crowd, and they're getting soaked. Yeah. Watching the Lady Panthers battle it out with South Park at 0-0. There's 12 minutes remaining in the first half. We've seen a lot of senior play, and we've also gotten a chance to see really the ball down on the right end, don't you think, Natalia?
I think so. A lot of our players getting rotated in. It's a good night. We're really doing a good job of holding the ball up top. Just got to keep getting our support in behind and hopefully put one in behind Sierra pretty soon.
Talk a little bit about the goalkeepers for Upper St. Clair this year. Who are our goalkeepers?
Well, starting off, we have Jocelyn Alfera. She's a junior. She's played really well last year and this year. She's really come up strong. She had a couple big games. I know she was MVP at the oh, what game was that? Some game. She was MVP. It was great.
Cannon Mac, baby. She was unbelievable against Cannon Mac. I think she's all Whitfield in my book. I've really enjoyed watching her this season. And there we've got a young goalkeeper coming up too, don't we?
We do. Sarah McMurtry. You know, she shows great athleticism and potential, and her basketball background really helps her out with her good footwork and good skill.
Her mom, Lisa Scott McMurtry, is a graduate of Upper St. Clair, and her dad, Sev, was an athlete for the Nittany Lions up at Penn State, so some good bloodlines there. Carly Bogan with the ball at midfield. We got about 11 minutes remaining in this first half, and a gale of a rainstorm here. Now, Tal, tell us about what your plans are for next year.
Next year I will be attending the University of Iowa to study biomedical engineering. Ever since 7th grade, I've always wanted to make prosthetics for people and travel and provide them for our people in the armed forces and everywhere. So it's always been a dream of mine.
Well, God bless you, Tal. That is a wonderful, wonderful story. We are very hopeful for you, and congratulations on your acceptance into the University of Iowa. Now, you know that you are going to be joining a very famous Upper St. Clair alum at the University of Iowa. Did you know that?
No, I did not. Who was that?
Well, for you folks watching at home, Kirk Ferentz, the head coach for the University of Iowa Hawkeyes football team, played on this field back in the 1970s, and he is a member of the Upper St. Clair Athletic Hall of Fame. A great Upper St. Clairian, so you're going to be in some good company out there.
That's awesome. I can't wait. Go Hawkeyes.
Right now it's 0-0 between the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers and the Eagles of South Park. 9 minutes are remaining in the first half of a rain-soaked senior recognition night. Addie Brown battling for the ball.
Good
Kristen
step,
Balchek.
Kristen.
What else are you seeing out there?
Looks pretty good right now. I think this is the first time they've crossed midfield, to be honest, in a long time. But, you know, Kristen stepped up, made a nice play, got the ball right back on the other side, and we're rolling.
The defense has really been outstanding this year, hasn't it, Tal?
It really has. I mean, you think our 4 years seniors are really taking leadership. I mean, I know we have 4 captains, but really every single senior on this team is a leader and shows it in a different way, whether it's on the field, talking off the field, getting things organized. Everybody plays a part, and I think that's why we're going to be so successful coming into playoffs.
Carly Bogan pushing down 1-on-4.
Oh, nice. Come on, Han. Come on, Han.
Hannah Zangara on the far side of the field, senior captain. A triplet, correct?
That is right, yep.
Tell us a little bit about those Zangara girls.
Well, we have Maggie, who's played volleyball for a very long time, and now her sister Lainey has converted her to field hockey. So the girls play field hockey. Their last game is tomorrow, actually, at home. So hopefully we'll get some support out there for those girls. I know their season hasn't been going well, but I think they've been having fun with it.
Speaking of seasons, there's some good news coming out of some other sports here in Upper St. Clair. As we watch Megan Hyman head the ball to Hannah Wilhelm and on to Abby Deulius, but the Upper St. Clair boys golf team won Whitfield. Congratulations to our boys.
Great job, and I know
Carly Bogan scorching down the field.
Oh,
shot on goal.
Yeah, Sierra's going to scoop that one up pretty easily.
And I'll tell you, it's really a fun night despite the weather, because it's a great night to celebrate our girls and the kind of play that they've had all season. Also in Upper St. Clair, the girls volleyball team is off to a great season, aren't they?
They are. I know they traveled to Albert Gallatin, and that's pretty lengthy distance, but I think they came out with an exceeding victory, so that was pretty good.
Nice to see them in the top 5 in the Whitfields. The girls soccer team is ranked number 5 by the Pittsburgh Tribune Review and number 3 by the Post-Gazette. We got a number 3 seeding in the playoffs going in. South Park Driving, this is their biggest penetration of the game. And out it goes.
All right.
6 minutes remaining in the first half of a 0-0 game here at Upper St. Clair High School on Senior Recognition Night. We've got a substitution. Who's coming in there?
Let's see.
Ellie DiNardo.
Yep.
Ellie DiNardo in, the junior.
Looks like she'll be at attacking mid. Good flick on.
Nice to see Ellie's mom and dad, both Upper St. Clair graduates here. Carly Bogan driving through.
Nice ball.
Can't quite make
oh.
it. Close for Hannah.
It was. Good run by Hannah. Way to continue that.
We have a two-camera shoot tonight. Compliments of Comcast Channel 7. Anthony DeRubis from the AV group helping us out. South Park, wide left.
Got to really put the pressure on them, you know. They've really only crossed midfield a couple of times, but every time they've got a shot off. So we got to keep that pressure up.
Let's talk about some of the girls coming up. Tal, our sophomores and juniors. We've got obviously Carly coming back next year. Ellie DiNardo, who's got the ball now. Now off to captain senior Megan Hyman. But nice defenseman. Emily Elliott is a nice player. We've seen her.
We've got Emily Elliott, Ashley Lahr.
Ashley Lahr
has
had
got
some
a bunch
great
of people
games.
coming up. And I know I've been working a lot with the JV too. We got a couple great people. We got Megan Ebeck, she's up top, and we got Julia De La Parra, and she's in the back.
She's a nice player.
Yeah.
I saw Heather Godwin had a very nice game against Peters Township. She was a standout, and just a really great group of girls. The one person we haven't seen yet tonight, the lone sophomore on the varsity, Olivia Belak.
Her shot is unreal. I mean, the power, but what's really hard about her shot is her, here we got South Park coming on,
South Park coming on, and Joss stops the ball. Great save by Joss Alfera.
Yeah, it's really important in this weather to do that collapse after you scoop it up like that, because in this weather, you know, anything can happen. But Olivia Belak has really been coming on strong, you know, she's put in good minutes. But about her shot, her quick release makes her lethal.
It'll be, she had a very nice goal against Gateway earlier at Hampton, up at the tournament at Hampton, but really nice to see her come along as well.
I know at CV she put a rocket in right over Nicole's head.
That was great. CV, we beat twice this year. We bowed to them once last year. Nice to have that. The only section loss, of course, this year was to Moon, and the only non-section loss to Peters Township in double overtime. So 14-2 Lady Panthers head into the WPIAL playoffs against Oakland Catholic this Saturday. The winner of that game is going to go up against the winner of the team that plays Norwin. I just know Norwin because they bumped us first round last year. So let's get by Saturday first, and we'll see what it brings. Peters is not in the right-hand side of the bracket. Peters got a bye in the first round. Oh, South Park threatening. But Mount Lebanon is on the right side of the bracket, so potential for perhaps a semifinal match up there. But you know what, Natalia, one game at a time, right?
That's right. I mean, we got to look at Oakland Catholic. I know Colby Foster was from Oakland Catholic, and she's now a Lady Panther, so maybe she can give us the inside scoop on that.
Well, we'll look forward to having her do just that. Natalia, I want to thank you for joining us today. We're going to turn it back over to your dad.
All right.
Good luck to you, and good luck at the University of Iowa. We're very proud of our student athletes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wilhelm. Thank you for having me.
With 2.5 minutes remaining, we're going to go from daughter to father, and George Watzlaw, who's really been the voice of the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers the last couple of years, is going to rejoin us here in the rain. George, what are we seeing here in the first half?
Other than rain?
Other than rain. And a lot of seniors and a lot of senior parents, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a sloppy game so far. Really nobody has controlled the ball.
That's hard to do when it's
Real
soaking
well
wet,
when
right?
It's wet, yeah.
Here's Hannah Wilhelm, who has played the entire first half. Very impressive, Hannah Jane. South Park is not used to losing. They have not lost yet this season. A couple of ties, I do believe, but other than that, unblemished. A traditional powerhouse in the AA. With a minute and a half left to play, as George mentioned, it is October 19th, Senior Recognition Night, Upper St. Clair versus South Park. A little bit of back and forth, not a lot of threatening. No corner kicks yet, George.
No.
And I don't even know if we've had one free kick. It's just let them play. Ellie DiNardo with the ball. Ellie going to try to get it into the middle. The wind's kicking up. Addie Brown has had a stellar first half. Very nice play by Addie Brown on the defense. Megan Hyman back to Kristen Volchek. Going to try to clear it out. Thank you, Kristen. Carly Bogan with the ball. 50 seconds left in the first half.
Maybe get something here, Dan.
Let's try it.
Is it over to Ellie DiNardo?
Oh, couldn't quite finish.
That was a nice pass, a nice attempt by Ellie DiNardo, but the keeper was there.
For everybody watching at home, it looks like we're going to wrap up this first half. We've got about 20 seconds left in the game. Christy Chiesa, 20 seconds left in the first half. We're trying to clear it out here before the girls get a break. Kelsey Rogers clears it out. George, it's been a nice first half. Visits from Lee Lyons and Natalia. We'll see everybody back here for the second half. It's 0-0, South Park, Upper St. Clair.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Upper St. Clair High School Stadium. We rejoin the St. Clair Panthers playing the South Park Eagles in the second half of a scoreless game. I'm joined by Dan Wilhelm. In the rain tonight and wind and everything else.
It is senior recognition night, and in recognition of the seniors, Coach started an all-senior squad, save for our junior goalie, Joss Alfera. Very impressive play in the first half by the all-senior squad, playing to a 0-0 tie.
Setting the lineup, it looks like we have Val Repacek and Kelsey Rogers, Kristen Walzak, and I think Addie Brown continues to be in there on defense on the right side.
Abby Julius making a play up the middle, number 22. In the middle, we've got Captain Megan Heinman, Abby Julius, Captain Katie Weissman on the ball, to Captain Hannah Wilhelm. And up front, the always dangerous number 5, Carly Bogan, the junior.
And
Kelsey Rogers fighting for the ball there.
Other outside midfielder, Hannah Zangara.
Hannah Z. It was nice to see all the parents out there tonight, George. It's a motley crew. But we've spent a lot of time together as a team, parents, and really have enjoyed the years together.
It was a good group of girls and a good group of parents. It kind of goes hand in hand that you have to have that. I know in all the years of soccer together at various levels, everybody seemed to get along pretty well. Val Repacek with the throw in. Katie got her foot on it. Nice.
Hannah Wilhelm stealing it from Christy Chiesa. Loving that.
Plays it out wide to Hannah Zangara. Back to Hannah Wilhelm. Back to Hannah Zangara. A little bit out, too far out in front. Wasn't looking for that pass.
Right idea, but maybe not. Hannah hasn't gotten a rest. She's played the whole game. Val Repacek clearing it out. The Lady Panthers sporting pink shirts in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And South Park in their traditional blue.
A little darker pink now that they're soaking wet.
South Park trying to get it off.
That was a nice serve.
Oh, that's the kind of game it's going to be. It's going to take one little slippery mistake inside of that zone, isn't it, George,
Yeah,
to
nice.
score.
That was a nice play by Addie Brown, shielding that player, not being able to get a play on the ball, and then Jocelyn came out and picked it up. So
Kelsey Rogers clearing it out.
Abby DeOlius running through that ball, staying with it. Brings it up to Hannah Wilhelm, back to Abby DeOlius, who serves it up long. Carly Bogan tried to get her head on it, but it deflects to Hannah Wilhelm, making a nice run. Turns it to the center, over to Carly Bogan. Plays it out wide. Megan Hyman serves it in.
That's the kind of play where you think just maybe the wind will carry it in on a net like tonight.
Yeah, just you get a little flick header on that, and that's going to...
Kelsey Rogers to a
the
nice
ball.
header by Katie Weissman.
Looks like South Park changed their keeper from the first half. Giving their second string keeper some playing time here. Maybe this will be good luck for us. Katie Weissman over to Hannah Wilhelm.
Clearing it over to way to bring it down.
That's Abby
Julius, yeah.
Bogan over to Hannah Zangara, chips it in.
She
Good
wanted it.
idea.
Yeah, she thought somebody was coming up there.
Try to
Right,
head the ball over.
right before game time, the playoff berths for the WPIAL playoffs were announced, and the number 3 ranked Lady Panthers come back here for a home start on Saturday against Oakland Catholic, a team that we have not seen, George.
No, I know they beat Mount Lebanon earlier in the year. They're in the same section with Mount Lebanon and Peters. So I think that was 3 of their losses. I think they lost to Baldwin maybe once. But yeah, we don't know how they play.
South Park threatening. And Addie Brown on the
staying with
ball.
it. Nicely played. Serve it to the center.
Oh,
Dangerous.
danger.
Up over the top, hit the football crossbar. Should be a goal kick.
The umbrellas are going back up here as the rains and heavy winds continue to plague the game, but the 0-0 tie remains with 33 minutes left in regulation.
What do you think, Dan, if it ends in a scoreless tie in regulation? Will they go into overtime? Do they have to go into overtime? Do you know?
Well, I can tell you this much. We made the mistake of thinking it was over when regulation was over against the non-section Peters Township Indians on Saturday, and the refs apparently were the ones who said that we must play on. The coaches were even ready to go, but
Might be a WPIAL rule that they have to finish 2 overtimes before they can.
I think with the seedings out already and this being a non-section game and inclement weather, I would love to believe that somebody could overrule. Ball gets away, Kristen Volchek. We actually, Joss coming up to clear it out. Nice punt.
Nice kick.
Nice header by
Nice
Hannah
header.
Wilhelm.
You could overrule Dan, I think, right? Don't know if they'll listen to you,
No, I
but
don't
you
think
could
they
go
will.
down and
Nobody
tell
else does.
It'll be a Upper St. Clair throw-in. Guess you would say a pink throw-in.
The JV tied Peters 1-1, and the JV tied South Park 1-1 tonight. The JV had a very strong season. It was nice to see a great set of girls coming up. Freshmen like Rachel Diffendahl and Delaney Burke and Bailey Milkuzny, Katie Torkas, Julia De La Pera, just a really great group. Taylor Smith, I saw Mackenzie Schaefer play, and you know, Heather Godwin, Rachel Krakoff, really great group of girls. And of course, Sarah McMurtry, who divides her time between the JV and the varsity, and has appeared on a number of games when Joss got a break.
It'll be something new to have, 14, replace, 14, 13 players on the varsity next year. Typically, the varsity will have a couple freshmen and 3 or 4 sophomores will make the team, but it'll be a lot of new faces next year.
On the sophomore side, Megan E. Beck, Haley Gans, Jordan Sellup, of course, Liam Mertz, whose brother Robbie plays on the varsity boys team, Alexis Evangelista, Gabby Del Duca, Leanna Clark. It was a really great group of sophomores, and Coach said, some of these girls could play varsity, but I want to keep you together as a unit, and they did a nice job this year. The rain is sweeping the ball down the field, George. The rain and the wind.
The wind favors South Park this half, it looks like, although it is swirling, but I think it's going more left to right than it is right to left.
The boys are playing in this same mess over at Mount Lebanon tonight. We'll see how they do. They too won their section. Great to have a boy-girl soccer combination for a township that has a very proud soccer heritage. Hannah Wilhelm, fancy footwork out there. Nice job, Hannah. We've got quite a bit of activity there. A substitution for South Park. We've got a lot of outlets turning inside out. Yep.
It's really blowing up.
I think that you're probably hearing this at home if you're not just watching it, because our microphones are exposed to the elements, as are we. No luxury of the
This could be dangerous here. Close on her. Nice play by Brown.
Joss scoops it up. Good play by Addie Brown today on the far side of the field. Defenseman heading to the University of Pittsburgh Pharmacy School. Hannah Wilhelm trying to control the ball. Anna Zangara.
I know, Dan, your lovely wife, Sue, said the winds were going to start picking up at midnight. I think they started to pick up already. Pieces of plastic are blowing one way and then they come back the other way. So they're definitely swirling out there.
Christy Chiesa, number 5, the South Park star. And out the ball goes.
We just received word that we're going to take one of the cameras out of commission because it's just too wet. So you'll be getting coverage only from one camera from now to the end of the game. And if it ends in a tie and they go into overtime, we are not going to cover the overtime period.
Come on, Carly,
Carly,
slip it
nice.
in, girl. Oh, nice save and a corner
nice
kick for the
save,
St. Clair Lady Panthers. The first real threat of the game at the 27-minute mark in the second half. Carly Bogan with a patented rush on the goal, huh?
She tried to kick that ball far post, and the keeper made a nice reaction to it and just got her hand on it enough to deflect it wide of the goal. Gives us a corner.
Who's taking it over there, George? Is that Megan?
I think it's Megan Hyman, yep. Brown, South Park
Controls the
lays it
ball.
out.
Yep.
Val Repicek tries, or is that Addie Brown?
Addie
Tries to put it
Brown on
back
the far
in.
side. Yep.
South Park kicks it out. It was deflected off the St. Clair player, so it'll be a South Park throw in.
It's a hearty crew here tonight. We usually have a pretty good following of students here, but they were here for the first half and left watersogged at halftime, George. Probably a wise move for them.
Well,
got to go home and do their homework, right?
and get dry. Yeah. I think everybody's pretty well soaked to the bone right about now. With some nice footwork, lays it back. South Park plays it up.
Anna Wilhelm.
And the steps in.
South Park clears it out.
Oh, slippery ball there. Val coming over to try to get her foot on the ball. It's going
Val
to be a South Park
Repicek here
throw.
on the near side. Had a really nice season, George. She really has.
Yep. Just everybody solid all the way around this year.
And even the depth, you know what, it's really been great. It was great to see that starting lineup of seniors tonight. It just shows you the kind of talent that St. Clair has this year.
It's a good play there by South Park. She cuts it back.
South Park
She's gonna
threatening.
get across.
Oh.
Nice defensive header there by Addie Brown, I think. It's hard. I apologize for not being able to be sure of some of these calls, but it's kind of hard to see in the rain up here.
Josh Alfera scoops it up. We've got 24 minutes remaining in the regulation of this final regular season game for the Lady Panthers against South Park in the blue. South Park from the AA, undefeated, ranked #1 in their
Number two.
Number two, excuse me, in their section. All right, excuse me, in their division.
In their class, yeah.
Class.
Class AA. AAA is the highest class in soccer. That's a class that St. Clair plays in, based on the number of students. Whoa, there's a trip there. So I think only the second or third penalty called in the game, a direct kick from about the 45.
Again, we're sorry about the noise for you folks listening at home. The wings are really kicking up. Let's see if Megan can't control it. Val
Picked up by
Repicek.
Val. Oh, nice long ball.
Oh, this is going to be rough. Oh,
Nope.
yep.
We just
That's
couldn't
tricky.
tell where that ball was going to end up.
I would say that the wind's swirling, but kind of favoring that left to right.
Yeah.
You can see the problems that
Yeah.
Josh just had with the punt.
And that ball just died and went down.
Prior to this game, we've had really two other inclement games. The 1-0 win in second double
nice.
overtime against Cannon-Mac, which was steady rain, but not this windy and cold. And then, of course, the West Allegheny win here at home, George, was also a very messy game.
Right.
Other than that, pretty clean slate in terms of the weather. But the girls are just trying to keep it going on a very nasty night here at the stadium.
See the players having a little bit of trouble with that wind, judging where the ball is going to end up.
Katie, whoa.
22 minutes left in the second half of play. Still a scoreless tie.
Oh.
A nice ball there, but too far to the right. Got some subs coming in, Dan.
Yes, we do. Let's see who we have. I see Sammy Witzberger over there coming in, number 11, the junior.
Olivia Belak, it looks like.
Olivia Belak.
Ellie DiNardo.
Two juniors in.
Sammy Lackner in the back.
Sammy Lackner in the back with the pink shoes. See if some fresh girls can't help us out here. Olivia Belak with the hair flying on the far side, the sophomore.
Ball's still in. It's out now.
Sammy plays her cup ball. Sammy Witzberger, Sammy Lackner. Sammy Lackner
plays for Beedling.
For Beedling.
Sammy Witzberger plays for Stars.
Stars United, that's right. Cleared by Sammy Lackner to Carly Bogan. Carly Bogan nice with control. The footwork, always fun to watch. Punches it. We're down to 20 minutes. Half of a half left to play on a soaking wet, cold, treacherous night. Final regular season contest for the Lady Panthers before they head to the WPIAL playoffs.
So if the viewers at home want to get a feel for what it's like tonight, I suggest you go up in your shower, turn it on full blast with cold water, stand under there for 5 minutes, and then come back out and watch the rest of the game, and you'll feel just like we're performing now.
In other words, we wish you were here. Saw a lot of umbrellas get turned inside out as folks try to keep it safe. Not going to happen.
Oh, that's a nice attempt, but Jocelyn had it covered, being in the right position there.
Carly Bogan playing it very nicely, 1-on-4. Sammy coming down the side, Carly down.
Now we have leaves blowing on the field. Unless they ever called a game because of wind. But if they were, this would be one of them, I think.
I see Coach Ed Callahan up there in the press box. He's the one dry person out here tonight. Hold on, George.
We're blown away here. Chairs are being blown over. My microphone, but I'm not having much luck.
It's a violent wind.
Yeah.
I don't know how these girls are able to control that ball in this. I can tell you it's hard enough holding on to an umbrella. Sammy Witzberger, number 11, trying to get something going here.
Racing hard to try to get it. It's going to be a St. Clair throw-in. Sammy's going to throw it down to
Carly Bogan.
All
right, Carly, turn it, girl. Megan Hyman, see if she can't control the ball.
I think we're having a microburst here. Some very high winds. I would say gusting probably 50, 60 miles an hour.
It's hard to hold on. All right, let's see if the girls can't hold on here. Olivia Belak with the pass.
I just wonder if it's as windy up down there as it is up here. South Park just kicks the ball out. It'll be a St. Clair throw in. See if we can get something going on here, Dan.
All right, we've got 16 minutes remaining in the game, at least in regulation. Throw in by Upper St. Clair. And a corner kick for the Lady Panthers.
Good.
Carly Bogan going to take it over there, George.
Looks like that's who it is, yeah.
Olivia Belak in front of the goal. Ellie DiNardo.
Olivia
Sammy
has a good
Witzberger
header.
Punching it.
Oh,
nothing.
Headed out by Christy Chiesa. Nice play, nice defensive play there.
Kelsey trying to get it back down
in.
again. Sammy. Tell you what, a well-played game by the Lady Panthers despite the crappy weather.
Yep.
They're playing their game, George. I like it. This second half of the game, we're seeing most of the action down where we want it to be.
Sammy Witzberger.
I hear a whistle. What do we got?
It's going to be
Not bad enough.
against South Park. It's going to be a kick for us. Kristen Walzak coming up. Kristen plays for Century. Val Repacek plays for PFC, as does Kelsey Rogers in the back. Addie Brown plays for that team as well. There's Abby DeJulius, who's a Century player.
Had Austin Wilding, the homecoming king, stop by to say hello. Good to see him out here supporting the girls in a rain and windstorm. Austin, a wrestler.
And a runner, a very good runner.
And applying to Annapolis or West Point, one of the two. America will be lucky to have a man like that in its service. We have South Park threatening.
Good play by Val.
Except they can't get by that defense, can they, George? Ellie DiNardo, nice control of the ball.
Nice cut back.
Here comes Ellie.
Laid it up, can't quite get it through.
Follows her own ball, look at her go. Ellie's been coached as having a number of the girls by her uncle, Pete Smith. Pete Smith, a standout for the Panthers soccer team back in the 80s. Olivia Belak to the ball. Matter of fact, I think that Olivia Belak's dad and Ellie DiNardo's
here's a nice ball in.
Ellie DiNardo's uncle might have played together on this field. Hopefully in better conditions than we have here tonight, George.
99.99% of the time they did.
Sorry for you folks at home. It's hard to clear a mic when you've got wind blowing like we do, but we're going to keep going until our girls keep going. This has been a tremendous year for St. Clair, 14-2.
One of those losses in double overtime with less than 2 minutes to go against Peters, a top-ranked team. And the other loss at Moon, 2-0. It really was 1-0. They got a goal late, but we had a couple of our key players injured in that game. So we certainly can play with anybody in a WPIAL. These scoreless ties, you get one goal in, and that could be the difference.
Sammy Lackner on the far side with the pink shoes for those of you viewing at home. Sammy, a standout freshman. Nice to see youth on the Upper St. Clair team, tomorrow's team. Now, seen now. All right. All you need's a break.
Good ball there. Couldn't quite control it, the South Park player. It'll be a
Val-
St. Clair throw-in.
Val with the
Good touch.
Sammy Witzberger playing a tough game. She is wonderful to watch, fast, all over the field. Megan Heineman controlling the ball, getting it to Abby.
Careful. And there she is.
Nice.
Coming away with it.
Sammy Witzberger wins the ball.
Nice
Carly
play down to Carly
Bogan.
Bogan.
See if she can't.
She'll beat this girl on the side. Anybody up front?
Oh, pump it in!
Oh.
Oh, not to be. Ellie DiNardo there.
South Park trying to transition back.
Nice boot by Kristen Volchek.
Olivia Belak showing some speed down the right side.
Into the middle.
Crosses it.
Oh!
We got Sammy
Missed.
still has a chance.
Sammy, come on, Sam.
Work for a corner. It's a good opportunity there, Dan. We're getting some chances here late in this half. Get a touch, nice.
For St. Clair Preston, Abby Julius in the middle to Ellie DiNardo. Back to Megan Heineman.
Tries a long shot.
10 minutes remaining, George, in a 0-0 tie between South Park and Upper St. Clair. Final regular season matchup prior to the start of the WPIAL playoffs.
Oh, nice ball in here.
Come on. Nope.
Keeper has a nice aggressive deep play coming out to grab the ball. On out to the 50. Megan Hyman chests it over to Sammy Witzberger. Sammy in the middle towards Ellie DiNardo, but Carly Bogan gets it over to Olivia. She can nail him.
Olivia from there.
Oh!
Corner kick. Nice play by Olivia. Carly Bogan will take the corner kick. In front of the goal for the Lady Panthers, Sammy Witzberger, Olivia Belak, Ellie DiNardo, Megan Heineman, number 8, coming into the picture.
Nice ball. Oh, nice snag by the keeper.
A lot of pressure that the Lady Panthers are putting on tonight, despite the inclement weather. 9 minutes now remaining in regulation.
Park going on a little run here. Megan Hyman running with the South Park girl, step for step. No, I'm sorry, that was Kelsey Rogers. They both wear the headgear. That's all I could see up here. And the rain has stopped, I think, Dan.
It has.
Is this the calm before the real storm? I hope not.
All right, Ellie DiNardo here in the middle of the field. Going to try to feed it down to Olivia Belak. Olivia Belak looking up the field. She's going to take it herself into the middle.
Oh, nice try. A little unlucky there. St. Clair's quick on a counterattack, but good trailing of the play there by Megan Hyman to poke that ball away. Olivia tries to get it into Carly Bogan, but it comes back out. I think it should be a St. Clair throw. The refs disagree. South Park has some subs coming in here. Looks like 3 of their defenders are going out and 3 new ones coming in. Trying to keep up with our offense.
We're down to 7:55 remaining in the contest, 0-0. St. Clair's had some opportunities tonight, George.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice big kick in there. I know that's Christy Chiesa kicking it in that left-footed yellow shoe. She always did have a strong right and left leg. And Ellie DiNardo heads it back.
Ball's out.
The St. Clair throw-in. Val Repicek to Sammy Witzberger. Gets pushed in the back a little bit.
Also looking back on this year, George, we had a pretty balanced section. We saw Trinity, which is going to have 2 girls heading to D1. Carly Bogan streaking down the left-hand side. Beautiful.
Nice. She keeps it in.
Cannon Mac will also be representing Section 5 along with Moon in the playoffs. Cannon Mac was a tough win for us both times, both at their place and then again here. I think we're pretty deep down to the 3rd team. Montour, West Allegheny, Trinity kind of bringing up the backside, but and Chartiers Valley in the middle.
Can be very tough. They played us.
Valley in the middle.
They played us very tough here at our place. If you remember, we had a score with Carly Bogan scored with less than a minute to play and to win that game. So
balance across the section. It's not a section of haves and have-nots. Every time you go to play, you got yourself a contest. And I think our girls have been up to it all year round. Just really impressive to watch. A great senior class, some strong juniors, some leaders coming up for next year. And certainly we are looking forward to the WPIAL playoffs and going deep into the playoffs.
And as we said earlier, our non-section games are also, you know, we were scheduled to play Levo, a playoff team, but that was postponed and we never did make that up. We played Peters, the top seed. We played Gateway, another playoff team.
Yeah.
South Park here tonight's another playoff team. So there's no let up, you know.
Oh, come on! Even the preseason games were against Seneca Valley, who's the #2 seed, and Pine Richland, who's a playoff team. So it was a break for the Lady Panthers with a handball call right outside the box.
Just outside the box.
A
little better than a corner kick.
They're going to give it
Kristen
to
Walzak coming up.
Oh, big moment for the Lady Panthers with 4:55 remaining in the game.
Look for the rebound. Look for the rebound. Oh, she nailed that. Oh, headed back though.
No. Hannah Sangera, I believe, over there on the far side had the right idea. So again, the Lady Panthers had an opportunity.
Keeper grabbed it and she was standing out of bounds, but in soccer it's all based on the ball. It doesn't matter where your feet are. The complete ball has to be completely over the line in order for it to be called out. So that was a good call by the referee.
This has been a second half dominated by the Panthers, but the score remains 0-0 with 4 minutes remaining in play. Carly Bogan showing her strength as a ball handler.
Oh, gets by.
Racing for the ball.
Katie Weissman.
Katie
Nice to see that, to crash the ball, crash the goalkeeper. On a night like tonight, easy for that ball to squirt loose. Oh, nice ball there.
Sammy Lackner gets the
Good
ball
defense.
out.
Yep, good idea. This goalkeeper's got to be cold out there tonight too, Dan. Not doing a heck of a lot of.
Absolutely, she just threw her down. Katie Weissman goes to the turf.
Nice play.
Ferris scoops the ball out. This is rough. It's 3 minutes left in the game. Joss rolls it out wisely. Hannah Zangera bringing it down on the far side. Final regular season game for the Lady Panthers against South Park.
Oh.
Just let it get away there.
Oh, don't.
Oh, the ball in. Let it back in
oh.
there. Sammy
Kelsey
Lackner.
Rogers took one for the team there.
She all right? Nobody
I
get
think
hurt.
She's okay, yeah. I think it
Nobody
was
get
just
hurt.
off her shoulder, but it was a hard kick ball.
Sammy Lackner again on the far side.
South Park making a little charge here this last couple minutes.
That's right.
Keeping the ball down here.
The most we've seen.
Close to a handball there, but not called.
Kelsey Rogers trying to clear it out, but South Park being persistent.
Oh, nice little
play by Abby DeJulius.
Yeah, getting her foot in there.
Wilhelm to Weissman to Bogan. Bogan back to Weissman to Wilhelm.
Oh, nice play by Hannah. Reversing the field, looking for Hannah Zangara down that side.
Called her offside. How about that, huh? Well, folks, there is a minute 50 left in a water-soaked game between South Park and Upper St. Clair. The girls have been resilient despite the awful weather. Let's hope they all go home and get hot baths. They're going to need it. The temperature has dropped dramatically from the beginning of the night.
Oh, nice ball there, but Carly was going to the center. The ball played out to
Hannah
the side.
Zangara's not giving up.
No.
No, she's not.
That's
Hello.
it. Right for a corner.
Oh, cool. Oh, come on, ref. Oh, baloney. All right, a minute left in the game, folks. 0-0. We're going to see what happens if this ends 0-0 and what decision.
We were told, though, that we weren't going to televise the overtime period, so don't get your hopes up that you'll have to read about it in the paper.
There you go. We want to thank everybody for all their support and help throughout the season. The young students who come and run camera for us, as well as the support given by Andy Julius, who ran the TV programming arm for the Lady Panthers this year. It looks like we're going to be signing off here shortly. There's 30 seconds remaining. We want to congratulate the Lady Panthers on a section championship this year. First time in 7 years. We wish them all the luck in the playoffs.
I don't know if we're going to be doing that one home game, Dan, or not. The first home game. I don't know if...
This may be it, George. It's been great to work with you. I want to thank you for all your support and all your help.
Thank you and everybody else that pitches in to make the season a success. That's in regulation.
That's it in regulation, 0-0. We'll see what they do. But the telecast is over. And good night from a windy, rainy Upper St. Clair High School Stadium. Congratulations to the Lady Panthers. George, thank you for everything.
Thank you, Dan.